Well, this is the Charlotte Knights Pregame Show. Welcome in, everyone, to the best pregame show in minor league baseball. Kendall Smith and Doug Maurer joining you here from Truist Field as we get all set for first pitch here tonight between the Charlotte Knights and the Nashville Sounds. It's coming up at 7:04 p.m., just minutes away. And Doug, I feel like we keep saying this, but truly a beautiful day to play some baseball here.
Well, wonderful day here at the ballpark. If you can't be out here, of course, the game will be on WCCB tonight. But no, the weather has cooperated. The team has played great here at home, looking to continue that with some momentum tonight.
Yeah, big win yesterday for Charlotte over Nashville. And we've got to roll back those highlights, Doug. Some very impressive performances from an individual standpoint last night, and then just the team as a whole was great too.
Yeah, and it's really what the Knights have done all season long here at home, taking out some frustrations yesterday with the bats. Early on this season, Kendall, the Knights have had to play against Memphis. They've had to play against Jacksonville. Now they're playing against Nashville. What do those three teams have in common? They are the three best pitching teams in the International League. Well, the Knights, they can pitch as well, and we saw that yesterday as we take a look at some of these highlights. Charlotte pitched very well, limited Nashville to just 4 runs in the contest. Excellent pitching performance from the bullpen. And then offensively, we saw 2 grand slams in one game. How often does that happen? It started in the first inning. Lamont Wade Jr. came to the plate. Bases were loaded. Knights were already ahead 1-0. And on the second pitch, Lamont just absolutely cranked one onto Mint Street, made it a 5-0 ball game. Then in the second inning, Kendall, Jared Kelenic comes to the plate, and he hits a grand slam down the right field line. So for the Charlotte Knights, just a tremendous offensive performance, and one that I'm sure they're going to look to build on here tonight.
Yeah, the guys always talk about passing the bat, right? And hitting is contagious, and that certainly was the case yesterday, and I loved it because before yesterday's game, I was actually talking with Lamont Wade Jr., and he was telling me that he doesn't really like to take any individual credit. He loves to give all of the credit to his teammates, but I've got to give him credit here because he really got things started for this group. And as you mentioned, Jared Kelenic following things up, and we saw some other really impressive individual performances as well. So first pitch tonight at 7:04. If you can't come out to the ballpark, you can watch on WCCB. And as you mentioned, trying to keep those winning ways going. We were talking about the pitching yesterday. It was Hagen Smith, the Chicago White Sox number 4 prospect, who got the start for the Charlotte Knights. Tonight, it's the Chicago White Sox number 6 prospect, Tanner McDougal, who will start things off for Charlotte.
Yeah, Tanner has been fantastic this year. Definitely a player to watch. One of the best pitchers in the International League. And what's really impressed me about Tanner, Kendall, is what he's done here at home. This is what you call a hitter's ballpark. Sometimes it's tough to pitch well in this ballpark. When you look at Tanner's numbers here at home, he's thrown 10 innings. He's only allowed 5 hits with 16 strikeouts. So for McDougal, he wants to continue that, obviously, tonight, but limiting opponents to just a 140 batting average in this ballpark. And it's carried over in his road starts as well. Last time out, Tanner was knocked around just a little bit. He still gave the Knights a great chance to win, but you know he's going to want to bounce back against a really good Nashville team. But I just love the makeup of this kid. I mean, he's a high school draft pick, and he's only 22 years old now, so still coming into his prime, throws 100 miles an hour, has a great curveball, and the guys love him in the clubhouse. So keep your eye on Tanner McDougal.
Yeah, a fun personality, a great person to have on this team, and as you mentioned, someone that we will see top out at over 100 miles per hour, which is always so much fun. So again, the Chicago White Sox number 6 prospect, Tanner McDougal, getting the start here tonight for the Charlotte Knights. All right, we've got a lot in store this weekend. We're kicking things off here on Thursday, so if you want to start your weekend early, you can certainly do that with us. But we've got a little doubleheader action on Saturday, open field Friday, tomorrow night for the first time ever in Charlotte Knights history. So you can come onto our field post-game, hang out with characters, take pictures, play catch on the field. That's happening on Friday, tomorrow. But then, like I said, the doubleheader on Saturday. Everybody runs the bases on Sunday. It's going to be a jam-packed weekend, Doug.
It is. It is a totally jam-packed weekend. And you mentioned tomorrow, Friday Night Baseball here at the ballpark. This place is going to be electric. And then you have all the youth sports coming out as well. I mean, it's just a loaded weekend. And I will say on Sunday, for the kids who want to come out and get an LCH Homer watch, make sure you come out and grab that.
Well, we got to talk about our top three here tonight as well. At least my top three. So you'll see it up there. And we've kind of already mentioned a lot of these different things. Start the weekend off early. Of course, Tanner McDougal getting the start here tonight as well. And I'm looking forward to all of this. I love a Thursday night at the ballpark. It's easy to make a top three for a Thursday night at the ballpark because Thirsty Thursday is also happening here as well. And I'm always a big advocate to start the weekend vibes nice and early, like I've already said, and you can do that right here at Truist Field on a beautiful day in Uptown Charlotte. It feels like it should be like May or June.
I know, it should, and you come out and enjoy the $5 drink specials all throughout the ballpark. Thirsty Thursday, going to be great. And, touching back on what you mentioned earlier about Lamont Wade, I was talking to him a little bit after the game, congratulating him on that big grand slam. And what he said to me I thought resonated so well. He said, everything's better when you win. And the Knights have been winning here at home. We're 7-4 in this ballpark, looking to make it 8-4 tonight. So again, come out, experience this Knights team. It's a lot of fun and all those great promotions. So I like your top three, Kendall.
Well, as we talk about experiencing this Knights team, we always want for you to get to know our players a little bit better. And that's exactly what we are going to do on the other side of this break. We talk about guys that have made an impact and that have been fun to watch. Well, Oliver Dunn is certainly one of them, Doug.
He is a former Nashville Sound, now playing against Nashville. Had a big base hit in yesterday's game, made a diving catch to end the game at third base. And Oliver's been great because he's really kind of manned that cleanup spot all year for the Knights. You need someone reliable who's going to be able to deliver big hits, drive-in runs. Oliver has done that so far this year. He looks to continue to improve, take that next step. So I'm excited to hear what he's going to share with you, Kendall.
Well, reliable he has been. We're going to talk about all of that and more baseball, maybe a little bit about what life is like off of the field for him too. That is all coming up after this break. We'll have Oliver Dunn joining us here. This is the Charlotte Knights pregame show, everyone. We are at Truist Field counting it down to first pitch, and we hope you'll join us because we will be right back after this break. We are counting it down to first pitch here at Truist Field. Welcome back, everyone, to the Charlotte Knights pregame show. Kendall Smith joining you here, and first pitch is coming up at 7:04 between the Charlotte Knights, the AAA affiliate of the Chicago White Sox, and the Nashville Sounds, the AAA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. And we are so excited now to be joined on the show by Charlotte Knights infielder Oliver Dunn. Oliver, so great to have you. We appreciate the time. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited. I think this is my first time in like a live interview thing, so it's kind of cool.
Well, it's going to be great, and I know our fans are really excited to get to know you a little bit better. You have such a great story because we're playing Nashville here this week. You were actually playing for them last season. So we've already played them once this year on the road in Nashville, but what is it like playing your former club?
It's definitely a little weird the first time, especially back in Nashville where I played so many times. But I mean, it's cool. I'd see a bunch of guys I know really well. I got a lot of good friends on the team. A lot of new faces too, but the coaching staff and some of the players that were there last year makes it fun to see those guys and compete against them and see if we can beat them.
I love it. And I love it when you guys are out at batting practice and you see them and you kind of talk. And, you know, baseball's a lot smaller of a world than I think people actually realize. So now being a part of this Chicago White Sox organization, how would you describe that experience so far?
I've loved it. This has been an awesome experience for me. I think this offseason was the first time I got to choose where I was going to play. And I think when the opportunity presented itself, I was really excited. It's a good organization. I think definitely on the up. It's like starting to turn the page and got a lot of momentum going there. And I think the player development moves they've made have been awesome, and we get to play here, which is really cool. So I've loved it.
Yeah, and you talk about this skyline, this ballpark, it's incredible. What's been your favorite thing about Charlotte so far?
Wow, it's a good question. I mean, I think probably just the team primarily, the guys and doing it. But from a city, I mean, I think this is as cool of a backdrop as there is in any level of baseball. I've been to some cool places, and none of them look like that. Like at nighttime when all the buildings are lit up and stuff, it's second to none.
Yeah, it is unreal. I feel like we take it for granted, maybe even a little bit, just looking out there, seeing it every single night. But you've been such a big part of this team, not only on the offensive side of things, but defensively as well. Just what do you think it is about your game that allows you to bring that level of consistency day in, day out to the ballpark?
I think that's just kind of what we all strive for. I think, baseball, you play 160 or 150 something games in 170 days, and you can kind of get lost in like all of a sudden 10, 15 games go by just with it being every day. And I think the goal of a lot of guys is to figure out, as you age, I'm one of the older guys on the team, and I think as you play more and you go through the grind more times, you kind of figure out what it takes to be ready every day. And I mean, that's the goal. So do what you can to show up and be the best version of yourself as often as you can is really what this game's all about.
Well, no doubt you have been such a leader for this team, and this team is so fun to watch because you have those leadership type of guys, yourself, Corey Lee, just to name a couple, and then you have some of those younger guys that are prospects in this organization. We talk a lot about Hagen Smith, Tanner McDougal, obviously they're pitchers, but you have William Bergoya Jr. out there. We had Sam Antonacci here. What do you say to guys like that are trying to obviously make it, be successful at the major league level while also staying present right here in Charlotte?
That's a good question. I think it's different for every guy. With this organization, our guys, I mean, all four of those guys you named, I think are super professional. It's really impressive with Bergoya because, I mean, he's young. He's 21, barely 21, and he already plays, like a veteran. He approaches his work very consistently. Sam, too. I mean, not a lot of the guys take a lot here. I think just kind of showing, continue to be successful or consistent in the success and, don't ride the wave as much. Like that was what I kind of struggle with. So when you're younger, it's kind of like a couple bad games you're here, a couple good games you're here, and just kind of learning how to stay in the middle. But they're great at it and super talented, really fun to watch. Like you're saying with McDougal today, Hagen yesterday. I mean, it's fun to play behind them, and this is a good group.
No doubt. This group, like I said, and I've said it 1,000 times and will continue to say it, has been great to watch. It's so early in the season. You don't get many days off because you are constantly playing baseball. But when you do, what do you like to do, Oliver?
I like to find a good restaurant, make a breakfast at home, kind of slow morning. I have a 9-month-old kid, so it's fun to get up and kind of hang out with her and my wife early, and then just explore Charlotte I'm staying in Mooresville, so over kind of the Davidson area. Just find something food-wise usually, and then figure it out from there. Slow days usually. Over by Lake Norman, so maybe one of those off days you'll get to get out on the lake. Oliver, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. So great to get to know you a little bit better, and we wish you the best of luck throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you for having me.
Come check out Oliver playing right here at Truist Field tonight throughout the weekend, and we'll catch up with you hopefully another time here soon. Thanks, Oliver. All right, guys, it is time for another double play with our friends Jeff and Jack Taylor. I'm curious to see what they have in store for us today. I'm very much looking forward to it because it's always something. So, guys, what's up? What do we got?
How are you?
Great.
Are you ready?
You? Oh, I'm always
All
ready.
right, so let's say the game ends tonight in a tie after 9 innings.
Yeah.
Instead of playing extra innings, how would you determine a winner in another way? Jack?
So I think I was going to take your answer, but I won't take your answer. I think
Actually, I changed mine so you can take
You
it.
did?
Yes.
Well, I think both mascots come out and do like a goalie fight, like a hockey fight, brawl. Whoever wins, they get the game. I think that'd be
That's great. That's going to be hard to beat.
All right. So I was either do a home run derby, or here's my favorite: play bocce ball. Put a ball on the infield. You go through the batting rotation. Everybody gets one hit, and whoever gets closest to that wins the game. And to me, that would be great. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I love extra innings, but it can go on.
Yes.
It can go on. So if you get to the point where it's like 13, 14, 15 innings, you got to end it at some point. What would you do? What do you think?
I like both of your ideas. I think they're great. A little like closest to the pin action, but you know I love hockey, so I'm going to go goalie fight. Right? If it were me, hot dog eating contest. All right, who can eat the most hot dogs? Each team can select one player to come out and represent. Nothing is more baseball than a hot dog, and especially here at Truist Field, we have great hot dogs thanks to our friends at Salem. So yeah, that would be what I would do, and we'd see how that.
I like that. Okay. So who from the Knights would do it?
Oh
who
my
do you
gosh,
think? Come on now.
I don't know. Well, our manager, Chad Pinder, always says he leads by example. So, Chad, you're the first one out there. Congratulations. You're going to be participating in the hot dog eating contest to determine whether or not the Knights are extra innings winners. We should do this. MLB, if you want to talk, we can talk. Let's set up a meeting. That was one of my favorite ones. Thank you guys so much. Double play with Jeff and Jack Taylor. All right, when we come back, a little draft time. I don't know. We've talked a lot about an off day. We just did with Oliver Dunn. So, Doug and I are going to come up with our perfect off days. It's all up on the other side of this break here on the Charlotte Knights pregame show. Stay with us.
Flash watch.
It's a beautiful day in Uptown Charlotte. A beautiful day for some baseball, that is. Welcome back into the Charlotte Knights pregame show, everyone. Kendall Smith and Doug Maurer joining you here. And it is time for the segment that everybody knows and loves. Just kidding, but we're going to get everybody to know and love it. It is our Charlotte Knights draft. And today, it is the off-day draft, Doug. So we're going to go down the list and pick out our perfect off day. Each of us will have an opportunity to have our say, and then you are at home are going to let us know who did a little bit better. Last week it was me in the gas station draft. The people spoke. I'm sorry, Doug, you did not win that.
All right.
But I did. All right. We only get one off day a week. That's on Mondays. So what time would you wake up on your off day, Doug? I'll let you go first since you lost last time.
Okay, all right. New draft, and it's the perfect day to do the draft. First round of the NFL draft is today.
Shout out Fernando.
Let's go. We're going to be doing our draft. So what time would I wake up? I'm going to go 10 a.m., no later than 10 a.m. 5-10 years ago, maybe that's noon, maybe that's 1, but now 10 a.m. got to make sure I'm up so I can enjoy the off day. And when you're getting to the ballpark so early like we do, that still feels like sleeping in. So 10 a.m.
10 a.m. is too late for me. I'm going 8:30. I think 8:30 is kind of prime. It's later than I would wake up on a work day, so I get to sleep in, but it's not too late to where I feel like I've missed my morning, because I do feel like the morning is the best part of the day. It sets you up for success. So 8:30, then I have time to get to a workout class, which actually leads us into our next question.
Okay.
What is your activity? And I'm not considering the workout class my activity, by the way.
Okay.
So my activity here in Charlotte, North Carolina, because the Knights aren't playing, so obviously we can't go to a baseball game. That would be my first choice. My activity is going to Carowinds. I love roller coasters. I am so into them. I love like a thrill. I'm a daredevil. So get me out to Carowinds. Get me on a roller coaster. That's where I'd like to spend my off day.
Okay, all right. I understand the Carowinds pick. That's going to be tough to top, but you know, you have so few off days. The weather's so nice. I'm going to be outside doing something. I'm going to be playing some golf, and I think the players will be with me there. Now, maybe not every single off day do you hit the links, because it is a time chunk, 4-5 hours if you play like I do. But no, to be out there on the course, enjoying the weather, really take your mind off of work. So 10 a.m., hit the links by noon. That's my activity.
Well, I like that, and I do love to golf. That's something my family and I did a ton of growing up and still do. So I respect the pick.
Right.
I do like it. Next up, food. What is your like off day food when you're going out to eat somewhere? What are you doing, Doug?
I love it. Oliver Dunn touched on this. Breakfast. It is breakfast, 100%. Every
It's
morning.
brunch by the time you wake up at 10 a.m.
Breakfast, you're eating breakfast food, 100%. I'm going to Phil's Deli. I'm going to pick up an omelet, maybe a little bit of the French toast they have there. I mean, you just cannot beat it. Brunch, lunch, breakfast, they've got it all. But I'm definitely ordering breakfast, get a nice, solid meal in me, sets me up for the off day.
I'm going sushi. I'm getting a little sushi for lunch. That is my thing. I love it. And there's a place here in Charlotte called New Zealand Cafe. Fire. It's over in the Sardis area. And if you know anything about good sushi, you know that that is great sushi there in New Zealand Cafe. So good. There's a lot of great places that we could go here in Charlotte for sushi, but that's my pick. Sushi, like I can't. It leaves me speechless. I love it so much. It's
we're
so
going to have
good.
to pick off each other's
This is
lists.
going to be hard. All right, your movie to watch.
Ooh, movie to watch. So I thought about this, and with it being the spirit of the draft, the spirit of the first day of the NFL draft, I'm going Draft Day. Let's watch Draft Day with Kevin Costner. I mean, it gives you the chills. You see these guys waiting to get picked. You see a behind-the-scenes look at the GMs, the owners. How's it going to all play out? Keeps you on the edge of your seat. We'll go Draft Day.
I'm going Ferris Bueller's Day Off because it's our day off. So why wouldn't I? And that's a great movie. Hilarious. All right, lastly, quickly, your productive thing to do. You have to do one productive thing on an off day. What is it?
Hands down, talk to the family. You just do not get an opportunity to talk to your family as much when you're working like we are, Kendall. So make sure you spend some time. Call the parents, the siblings, any nieces, nephews, kids if you've got them. But definitely make sure you spend time with the family, whether it's talking to them, doing something with them. That's extremely productive in my world.
Well, I agree. Actually, now anything I say is going to sound horrible.
Got you on that one.
You did. You got me on that. I would 100% agree with you, but because I cannot select that, my productive thing to do is cleaning my room. All right? Okay. I just got to spend like a 30-minute quick reset, clean it up, then you're feeling great as you head into your next week. So that is our draft. Let us know how you think we did on our off days, everyone, because I feel like that was a little more even matched. All right, more coming up on the other side of the break. We're just minutes away from first pitch here on our Charlotte Knights pregame show. We'll see you soon. Almost time for Game 3 of this 6-game series between the Charlotte Knights and the Nashville Sounds. We are back here on the Charlotte Knights pregame show, everyone, experiencing a gust of wind, by the way. A beautiful day in Uptown Charlotte, 7:04 p.m. That is first pitch between these two teams. And, Doug, we got to go through one more time our weekend rundown here at the ballpark. As always, a lot going on.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this weekend. It starts tomorrow night, Friday. This place will be packed. Youth Sports Night, town takeovers, the open field. I mean, that's going to be amazing after the game. Rolls into Saturday, the doubleheader. Remember, 2 games for the price of 1. Doubleheader game will start at 4 o'clock for game 1, and then Sunday it all wraps up. I really like this. Everyone runs the bases too, Ken. That's been so cool to watch. So tons going on.
Are you going to run the bases?
One of these days, I will.
We need to.
Yeah,
Both of us will, and we'll get it for content for this show. We'll do a race, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I don't think I would win that one. But yeah, we're going into our hot take of the night now. And look, I got to give this guy a huge shout out. Riku Nishida just joined the team last week when they were on the road in Jacksonville. He got the call up from AA Birmingham. He has been on fire at the plate since joining. He's batting .300 on the dot. He has a hit in every single one of his games, at least, playing here at Truist Field. He hit a home run in his Charlotte Knights debut last week. He's been great. He's so much fun to watch, so look out for Riku Nishida here tonight, Doug.
Yeah, trying to become the first person in MLB history to be born in Japan, end up going to college. He went to the University of Oregon, and then make the major leagues. His hero is Ichiro Suzuki. We know how that turned out for him, but no, happy to have Riku here. He's a fan favorite.
Yes.
I expect big things.
Well, my hot take is for him that he'll at least have a hit tonight, which isn't really a hot take considering how well he's done, but yeah, he's been phenomenal to watch and a great addition to this team. This group is so awesome, and especially with all of the changes. We see a lot of roster movement here at the AAA level. I just give so much credit to Chad Pinder, this coaching staff, for keeping this group gelled together. The leaders on the team, like Oliver Dunn, that we were just talking to, that have really made this such a cohesive environment inside the clubhouse, on the field as well. The Charlotte Knights, they're doing great right now, and we hope that you'll come out and join us here this weekend at Truist Field. But remember, if you can't, you can catch tonight's game on WCCB Charlotte. You can also watch tomorrow's game on WCCB Charlotte as well. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on the best pregame show in all of minor league baseball. This is, of course, the Charlotte Knights pregame show. For Doug Maurer, I am Kendall Smith, and we have first pitch coming your way right now. Enjoy.
This week